Before the video starts, make sure to subscribe with notifications, and let's get right into the video. So recently, from when I did my farming skill, I actually obtained 6 iron golem spawners, and so today I want to go ahead and actually build a iron golem farm. So in order to do that, I think what we're gonna do is revamp the old skeleton farm, because I've moved all the skeletons all the way over to this farm. What now is kind of an income source of money plus XP, because my alt picks all the XP up. But the plan today is to simply revamp this farm, and we're gonna make a whole different chest system for this as well, because this one is probably a better option for that design over there, so we'll probably swap it around. But there are boosters active, so we are gonna go ahead and sell really quickly before they expire. I am gonna activate my own personal booster because I have a ton of these, and let's go ahead and start making a ton of money. This should help level up the piggy pet that I have, hopefully. I'm not too sure. All right, so we made about, I'd say maybe 12, almost 13 mil, what isn't too bad. And I think our piggy pet leveled up once, what isn't too bad also. Like, I mean, it's extra money we get from the piggy pet as well, so I can't complain. Either way, now we need to go ahead and start tearing stuff down from this farm, and I also do need to move some of this around, so I'm gonna figure this out really quick. Okay, we should be organized now on all these chests. These are just all the items I get all the time, so I kind of wanted to organize them and not have them in my PV crammed around. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start tearing down this chest system, and we're not gonna get rid of this concept. We will modify it though, just so the loot actually gets in there and the iron golem can fit in the actual tube. We're not doing too much modifications to this design though. But yeah, in PV6 I have 6 iron golems, and I do have a raw iron golem, what is a really good pull. I got it from a spawner pouch. I don't know if I got it on video that we got it from a pouch, because iron golems cost I think around 50 million almost per spawner, and then that includes the iron upgrade on that iron golem, like the raw iron, so it's kind of OP. So we technically have 7 of them, and we could probably get another one if we wanted, but I might see if the upgrades are cheaper and if it's worth it to go in the upgrades or the iron golem itself. Okay, so we have situated this. Okay, so I need hoppers. We're gonna go ahead and figure out how we want to do the chest system first, and I think it's pretty simple, to be fair. It's just copying the other design just a bit bigger, because we're gonna have iron golems and they need more storage because we're gonna get more of them. So essentially we're gonna have a big tube going around the whole thing of just hoppers. So now I need to go ahead, expand out a chest system right along here, and we go up all the way till we hit the certain spot I want to go to, what I believe is about here. So that gives us about 7 tall, what isn't too bad. The thing is, we're gonna have 4 of these so we never run out of storage. That is at least the plan. Now we'll go ahead and place the hoppers along the back since I'm done the chests, and we might have to upgrade the hopper limit on our island. Also, the mob coin farm, I do want to mention, we're 1 mob coin generator off of having this full row finished, and then I have to expand it, what is kind of crazy when you think about it. Most of them are coal, but I mean, it is what it is. So I think I'm gonna move these chests over again, because I'm kind of having issues on where I want to place these. I guess we can just put it like this, and then I just transfer the items. Okay, let me do that. So here's the rough layout. I just need to finish putting up all the chests and the hoppers, so let me do that really quick. Okay, so I'm just finishing off the finishing touches. I do need to get some ladders, but basically I've built the whole design. We got the hoppers, we got the ring of the hoppers, we got the chest done, and then I just put a kind of design over top of all this, because I don't want things to go in these hoppers, so I thought I'd just make a little platform up here, and up here is gonna be ladders. It's gonna look really weird, but I mean, honestly, I do not care. For me, reasonably, it's whatever works, you know? So I'm gonna make a ton of ladders really quickly here. We're gonna have so many. We have about 2 stacks almost. That should be enough to finish this whole thing. And then I have to put ladders on the inside pillar. It's just for the look. It's not really that I'm ever using these, because I have /fly, but I mean, it just looks nice. It gives more detail to the whole thing. Okay, last side, and there we go. So now the chest system is fully done for this. I will probably need to put these hoppers back once we have the system fully done over here, but I don't want to do that right yet until we actually have the iron golems like spawning in, because there's going to be loot dropping from me redesigning this. So we need to go ahead and block all this off here, and what we're gonna do is just change this to a 2x2. That's quite literally all we're changing, and then the water system down below. I'm also gonna need a lot of signs, and we have have a ton of those because of previous builds. So now I'm just gonna break down all of this side, I think is the plan. Now that I think about it, we're gonna make it a 3x3, and the reason for that, when you have different types of them, so let's say a bone version or a bone block version, it spawns a different entity, so it's gonna cause unit collision, like trying to get into here. So I think we're gonna make it even bigger, just so this actually works and we don't have to redo it. Now I can go ahead, break all this, and this is where they'll flow. And we'll have to redo this water system on the back here, but other than that, I think that's all we'll have to change here. Maybe a bit of tweaking to this, but that's it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of this previous part we have here that we don't need anymore, the looping system, and then we'll rebuild the looping system in a different way, just because we need more room to actually make sure the iron golems fall in the right place. So instead of using a campfire, I think we're gonna swap this out with quite literally a magma cube system, and then we'll have the items flow over to here. So we need to go to Mob Loot, we're gonna buy a stack of magma cream, and we're gonna craft this into blocks and a magma blocks. I don't know why I call them magma cube blocks. It's just kind of something I've always done. I need to get that out of my habits. We have the magma cube blocks, and basically we're gonna have water flowing just over into this corner. I think I have this fully figured out now. I just have to build it. So I just asked in chat, I asked one of the managers, and Ahmad also replied. So we got 2 perfect double checks. But basically, when you place water on a magma block here, it doesn't dry up like it does on vanilla Minecraft. So basically, we can just have it sitting on top, what is completely good. So I put a sign there, so then the items will flow down to that corner. I'm actually gonna pick up this water because I need to focus on doing this water system. So let me do that really quick. Okay, so from what it looks like, this water system shouldn't get stuck at all. Like, no blocks should get stuck, hopefully. It picked up some blocks there, but let's place it here, see if it works. I think it works perfectly. Yeah, it works perfectly. So now I can close off all of this because this is basically done. We'll keep a trapdoor here in case we want to collect the XP, because XP does fill up in here and I can collect it over time. So I mean, it's probably good that we probably do that. And there we go. Now we put the last water bucket, and perfect. I need to clear out these hoppers, and I also do need to go ahead, finish up this tube. One thing we also need to add as well is some lava, because this will speed up the process even more of killing the iron golems. So we're gonna go ahead, put down some more signs. There we go. All the signs are down. Now we'll put a block here temporarily, and I need a lava bucket. Go ahead, buy a lava bucket, and then we'll break this. And there we go, situated. But what I am gonna do just to make sure items don't burn and bob around in the water is we're gonna add a stair here, because what this will do is essentially just make sure if it's bouncing around, it'll go down in here and not hit the wall or maybe, I don't know, burn in lava. Just a safety precaution, you never know. Now let's go ahead, finish up this tube. Okay, now I need some glass. Where's the glass at? There it is. One thing I am quickly gonna go ahead and do is remove the roof because we don't need it anymore. It's just kind of there. So for looks of the design, we'll get rid of it. And we're also going to move down the warp 1, del warp, and we're going to do skeleton. I'm gonna do is set warp iron golem, and then I gotta change that on my alt system to iron golem and relaunch the alts. So I got rid of the roof. I also got a manager to get rid of that bedrock block that was under here at one point, so that is gone now. And I did figure out what incubators give. They give about like 1 to 3 million, so you have a chance to get between 1 to 3 million, what is not too bad. So I've been watering these just to actually get the pouches and get a bit of money. Now we need to grab the last 5 hoppers of the design, and we should be sitting good. Last hopper, there we go. So now we need to go ahead and actually place down the iron golems. So I'm gonna grab out 4 pieces of glass, and we're gonna break the bottom one and then the second one here. I didn't even have to place those, to be fair. We'll place the raw block and then the regular one, and then we'll add these all in. Okay, so what I found out is the upgraded one actually drops enchanted raw iron blocks, so the upgraded one, and then the default one is like 30 per one. So these ones are gonna give me about 75. So actually it might be worth it to upgrade, but I don't really know. I think I'm actually gonna upgrade to a higher tier on one of these iron golems. So we're gonna take one and we're gonna go up a tier because I think that's probably a better choice. So we'll go to the iron ingot tier. So then I'll work off camera on the iron block one, I think is the plan. So I need about another like 28 million. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But there we go. We got the iron golem farm situated. We revamped the skeleton farm into an iron golem farm. Let's go.